What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Dudes Who Bet Daily, October 21st, 2022. We got to start with the major trade that happened here last night. You don't see big trades in the NFL very often, do you, Aaron? And last night we see McCaffrey go from, clearly the just punting Carolina Panthers at this point to the 49ers. What do you think, or how do you think this is going to impact the 49ers season first and foremost?
They needed a boost. They needed a shot in the arm. They had kind of just been treading water is kind of the best way to put them right now at 3-3. At times it looked good. At times it really looked bad. They needed a boost. They really need a boost at quarterback, but, getting a guy like Christian McCaffrey will help everything. Will help the whole offense. Will take pressure off a quarterback. Will take pressure off Debo, who just has to do everything seemingly. Now with McCaffrey in that backfield, it's going to be pretty dynamic. I think it's going to be a big help to them. I think they look at this and they're like, look, this division right now, you get the Rams who are really struggling. You got Seattle who's playing, better than we thought they would, but they're still not playing great. And then you've got Arizona who's a disaster. I think they just said, let's take control of it. Let's make this move and let's make a run at it because, this NFC is wide open. And if you can get hot, you can make a run and go into the Super Bowl. This is not a great, side of the league. So I think the McCaffrey trade is going to be pretty good short term for San Francisco.
It's phenomenal skill positions now, Papa Dude. You have Ayuk and you have I can't remember his name right now. You got Ayuk and another excellent receiver out there. And on the two ends, you got Kittle, who's going to be there at tight end. You got McCaffrey at running back. All Debo Samuel's. Anyway. Yeah. Four of the better skill position players now, and you've got Garoppolo distributing the football. Offensive line starting to get healthy as well. Right. Does this make San Francisco the favorites in the NFC, which is wide open?
This is really ironic. I was sitting around thinking about this morning and thinking, and this was before I found out about the trade, and thinking, who's going to win that division? With the win last night for Arizona, they threw themselves back in it, and they're mediocre because the division looked mediocre. This guy's a character guy. Remember, he played at Stanford. Mm-hmm. So he's a hero out there. He's going to get a shot in the arm, I would think. The key will be, can he stay healthy? He's been hurt, and that's a key. And San Francisco's got everything when they're healthy, except the quarterback. So what are they doing? They're getting weapons around him. This guy's not off. He's not a terrible quarterback. He's just not elite. And they're thinking, heck, let's just load up we've got a great defense when we get healthy. And as Aaron said, the division and the NFC is for the taking. I think it's a great trade, and I think it's the boost they need. And it's showing the rest of their team, hey, we're going to win this. We're going to go out and try to win it. So I think it's a tremendous trade for San Francisco.
They give up a second, a third, and a fourth, essentially the equivalent of a first-round pick in a lot of ways that you look at it for McCaffrey. Key is going to be the injury side of this. I thought it was really interesting that the other team that was interested, the Los Angeles Rams. So they took this away from a divisional opponent to be able to add McCaffrey, which makes a huge difference long-term as well. Aaron, last night's game, we saw this thing get turned on its head. It's 14-6. The Cardinals have a 4th and 1 with about 2 minutes, 36 seconds left in the first half. If they don't convert, this game goes in 14-6 at half. They convert that. They score the touchdown. They get 2. Dalton throws 2 pick sixes in the last 2 minutes. All of a sudden, it's 28-14 heading into half. Never really a game. What do you take away from this from the Cardinals' perspective?
The game just totally flipped on the 2 pick sixes. In the NFL, you just can't do that and come back and win most times. From the Cardinals' perspective, I still thought they were pretty bad. They gave up a ton of yards, a ton of points. I think it was kind of a situation where Andy Dalton had been playing pretty well, and then the bubble burst, and we saw why he's Andy Dalton, why he's a perennial backup quarterback since he's left Cincinnati. It was just kind of the change of the game, and they never could really recover from it. But, the Cardinals, it's something to feel good about. I'm not going to sit here and bash a win. That's good, but they've still got a long ways to go. It's not like that was a real smooth game from them last night.
No, it wasn't. You did see the introduction of Nuke Hopkins for the first time all year make a big difference. Yeah. Slim took the over there on that prop. That thing flew over, got over 100 yards. I think he had 14 targets, something crazy like that. 10 catches for 104, I believe it was, to end the night. So big night for Nuke Hopkins there. Nice call on the over from Slim on that yardage prop. He's a player I'd be looking at overs pretty much for the rest of the year here, or at least until they get Hollywood Brown back because he's going to get a massive target share in that offense until that happens.
Yep.
All right, Papa Dude, you wanted to talk a little horse racing tonight. You told me you were looking at Remington. We got what is it, Oklahoma Star night?
Yeah, Aaron, I'm kind of mad at because he let this Oklahoma Classic slip up on me. I can't believe he did. I mean, I love Remington Park, and I know you do too, Mike. And I think it's a highly underrated park, racetrack. And the racing's good there. It's first class all the way. And Oklahoma Classic night's usually a big one. It's the 6th race there.
Yep, 6th race.
Yeah, it's 5th or 6th. 2 horses in this. That's the reason I didn't take it is I don't know whether we're going to get a price. The horse I like is even money, but there's another horse in there that's 6-5 that's going to get money too. Aaron, do you think that horse, She's All Wolf we're talking about, you think that might go off as the favorite before it's all over?
Well, I do think the 4 Hits Pricey Legacy will be the favorite coming off of an open company win in the Remington Park Oaks last time out. But that was a 3-year-old race. Now we're stepping up to face older horses. And She's All Wolf, the 7, who is 6-5 on the morning line, has been a type that has won this race a lot in the past, has been around for a long time type of horse. So
my thought is
4 Hits Pricey Legacy.
Yeah, I like the younger horse in this thing. But when you look at class, there's no comparison. She's All Wolf has ran in some huge races and has not ran poorly. She's the 2-time defending champion in this race. So you got a 5-year-old female that's run a lot this year, a lot. And every once in a while, though, this horse comes up and runs great. Yep. So that's the thing. Does she have another one left in her? This other horse, and here's the key. It's trained by C.R. Trout. And if you follow Oklahoma racing, he's an Oklahoma legend. He gets horses ready for this. And this horse ran great in the Remington Oaks. Big upset there. 4 for 7. Think he's got it ready. I think that horse wins tonight. I think it's going to be a good race.
The 4 Horse Hits Pricey Legacy, the one Papa was talking about. C.R. Trout, 11 for 37 at the meet, 30%. Also owns this horse, which is interesting as well. I don't know if he owns a lot of his horses. Only had 55 starters this year.
He owns every one of them.
He's the breeder. He's
the breeder, the owner, and the trainer, C.R. Trout, for every one of his horses almost.
Yeah.
Not messing around then. The 7 Horse She's All Wolf, the other one in here. Donnie Von Hemel trains. Has anyone texted the Von Hemel family about this yet? Come on, we need some inside info.
I don't need to text them. They like this horse a lot.
This
is one they've liked for a long, long time. 3 races back, this horse beat Avis Grace at Army Wife at Churchill Downs, and ran against
she does.
Yeah, ran against She Dares the Devil, ran against Pauline's Pearl, CC. I mean, this horse has been in huge races. Like I said, defending champion of this back-to-back years, but you do have the new up-and-comer. This is a really good race tonight between these two. It's kind of that classic up-and-comer versus the old horse that's just there and you got to come knock off. So I'm with Papa Dude. I like the 4 Hits Pricey Legacy as well. I think C.R. Trout's got this horse in excellent form.
And the other thing is, even if this horse is great, you won't see her anywhere else. He might take her over to Oakland, and that's about it. That's about as far as he goes.
Yep.
Not so fast, my friends.
Uh-oh.
I'm going with Von Hemel. Give me the 7 Horse She's All Wolf. I actually think it's going to go off a favorite tonight. I think the 7 goes off as a favorite. So if you like the 4, I think you're going to get the price that you want. I think you're going to see 4-5 on the 7, maybe 7-5, somewhere in that range on the 4.
Well, we're betting the house on the 4.
It's going to be a good race.
It will be a fun one. That's a great card tonight. You got a bunch of state-bred stakes races, so make sure you're checking out Remington Park so you get back any money that you lose during the day, or if you're watching these college football games or NHL games or NBA games, all of which are coming in the best bet section. You can check that Remington Park as that goes. Tony, thank you very much. Appreciate that. We have been killing it on the Thursday night second half show. We are 6-1 now in the second halves of Thursday night games, and the one loss, I'm pissed off because we set a bet that won and then took the other one, and it still kills me. Anyway, 6-1, nice little start to those Thursday night shows. That's halftime on Thursday night games every week. Slim and I are out there. I think we're probably going to skip we're probably going to have it next week and then skip the following for the Breeders' Cup. Next week, actually a good Thursday night football game. We've got Brady against the Ravens, Bucks-Ravens, so that one's a little bit fun. All right, let's jump over to Keeneland real quick. Talk about the 9th race here. This is the features of optional claimers, 125,000 non-winners of 2 lifetime. Right before we came on, Frippet scratches out of this spot for Jonathan Thomas, the one horse, which takes the speed away. Aaron, did that change your top pick?
Yeah, no, it didn't change the top pick because I did have the 9 on top to begin with, the number 9 Falconet. So it does make me a little bit, more excited to bet this horse, though. Falconet, let's talk about her for a second here. 1-2 in a row, and then went up to the Prairie Meadows for the Iowa Oaks. I really liked her that night. Got second, beating 3 links. That's a weekend, really. The peak horses were just running insane, right? And just dominated her. Butterbean beat her by 3 links. Came back last time out. Really liked her in that spot. Another small stakes at Churchill Downs. Got second, beating the neck. Now we're back to the allowance ranks. Now, after you said the scratch of the 1, it's like, yeah, the 9 might get loose here. So I do like the 9 for Todd Pletcher.
Yeah, I had the 3 on top, Cocktail Moments. I think I'm going to leave the 3 on top, but the 9 becomes a horse you have to use. I mean, that's the bottom line here, because now you do have lone speed for Falconet. Should be able to get to the front, and we'll see if she can hold the speed this time. Last time was not able to, but this is a little bit lighter of a group. However, I mean, you look at who's the 3 Cocktail Moments has faced. It was favored against Falconet and Scratch Cat, the 4 horse in this spot last time out. And 2 back, though. 4 back faced Secret Oath and Nest. This 4 horse Scratch Cat faced Secret Oath and Nest last, or 2 back as well. So 3 interesting horses here: the 3, the 4, and the 9. I'm going to go with the 3 on top. Aaron going 9 on top. I bet I would be surprised if one of those 3 does not win this race. I would lean toward the 3 and the 9 getting the job done.
I cannot see anybody but 3, 4, and 9 winning. I'm with you. I just played 3 and 9 and went on, because the rest of these, especially, there was a couple of key scratches in here. So after they scratch, it's like, yeah, one of these 2 are just going to outclass this group.
We've got one big game coming at us in the NBA tonight. We got the Nuggets traveling to San Francisco to take on the Warriors. The Warriors laying 5, total 229.5. This is a rematch of the playoffs last year, except it's a much more healthy Nuggets team this time around. Papa Dude, who are you taking here, Nuggets and the Warriors?
Well, you got to take the Warriors at home, I think. Denver got beat, right? Didn't Utah beat them?
Yep.
Yeah, and that's a tough loss. So they may come back strong in this one, but I cannot go against Golden State at home. I think they get them.
Aaron, total sitting at 229.5. Do you like either the side or the total here?
I like the over in the game. I think there'll be a lot of points scored in this game. I think the Warriors get the job done, but like I told you guys, I hate early in NBA games. So I don't know about a side. I do think there'll be points in the game. I thought the Warriors looked pretty sharp. I watched a lot of them in their first game, but they did play the Lakers, so it's kind of take it with a grain of salt, I think.
Lakers almost had their season ruined last night. Anthony Davis goes down in the 3rd quarter. Luckily for them, gets back up, but really looked pretty hobbled for the rest of the game there after injuring his back. Good call yesterday. If you trailed us with the basketball games, 2-0 last night, which that was fun seeing the Bucks get that outright win as well. Let's head over to the baseball side of things. The Padres traveling to Philadelphia to have Game 3 of the NLCS here. Padres sending Musgrove out to the bounce. They probably have a slight pitching advantage because of that. They're minus 120 tonight, Papa Dude. Did you side with the home team or the better pitcher?
Man, I tell you what, if you really like baseball, this is a great series. It really is. These 2 teams are evenly matched. They play hard. They're not used to being in this situation. It's fun watching them. I like the Padres tonight. I think they got the pitching matchup. It's not going to be easy to go into Philly and win. But, good pitching kind of takes the crowd out of the game a little bit with baseball. This kid is a pretty good pitcher for San Diego. So I like the Padres in this game tonight in what should be a crazy atmosphere in Philadelphia.
And last I saw, Joe Musgrove's over in strikeouts, I believe, was 6.5. I would take the over on 6.5. I think he's going to throw some heat. He had 184 strikeouts during the regular season. Might be a way to play a prop if you don't like a side. Aaron, anything you like here in Philly and San Diego?
I'm going to sit back and watch it. I think this is a real toss-up. They do have the pitching matchup. I get it. But listen, these Phillies, they continue to impress me out of nowhere. I didn't give them much of a chance to do anything in the postseason. And Papa Dude said it. It's going to be wild tonight, guys. That stadium is going to be rocking. They are ready. They took care of the Braves when they went to Philadelphia. They dominated them. I'm not going to touch this one either way. I think this is be a fun one to watch.
A lot of batters that really fight too. And you saw a big inning for them against the Padres in Game 2, where they scratched out 4 runs, all on bloop hits. So, interesting way that they can get the job done with either the long ball or just scratching out at bat by at bat. All right, let's jump into the best bets for the night here. We got 2 coming at you from hockey, 1 parlay from basketball. I'll throw out my basketball parlay first before we jump into these boys' hockey
Get
parlay.
basketball out of the way.
Yeah, let's just get this. Look, this is pretty simple. The Pelicans are really good. They're really good. And I right now, I don't see how they're going to lose tonight. They've got they're on the road, which is obviously something you don't love, but they're facing the Charlotte Hornets. No ball tonight for Charlotte. This is just, to me, a very good team playing a very bad team. Honestly, Charlotte is one of those teams that will probably be tanking here by midseason. So I'm going to take the Pelicans tonight in the first leg of a 2-team moneyline parlay. Other half of that one is going to be the Grizzlies, who are going into Houston and facing the Rockets. Again, very good team versus a very bad team. And another one that's going to be tanking as well. You can get the 2 of them minus 109 now on the money line as a parlay. So I'm just going to play this as it's just a general minus 110 type of bet. But I'm going to take 2 very good teams facing 2 very bad teams. And hopefully they can keep it rolling and both go to 2-0 on the season. Papa Dude, what do you think? The Pelicans or Grizz lose tonight?
Well, there's always a chance, but I like this. They should win.
Yeah.
You're asking me. I'm in a horrible slump here, so I'm going to look at the negative side of everything. The only thing that worried me just a tad would be the Pelicans might be a little flat after the big win against Brooklyn. But if they play like they did there, then there's no reason why they won't. They should win that game easy in Charlotte. And I love Memphis, so.
Both of these teams are fringe West winners if they both play to the level that they can, and so we'll see if they're able to sustain it. I'm going to be watching this Pelicans game. I think this team's a blast to watch, so I'm excited to just watch the game as well, see what happens. All right, Papa Dude, let's bust out of this slump in a big way.
This all started. I was really hot until them stupid Bears lost that game last Thursday night. And I knew this was going to happen because
who you need to apologize to this time? Last time you were slumping, you had to apologize to the Queen, and things turned around.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. Who can
I've got the solution, Papa Dude. But go ahead. I'll tell you what's going to happen.
It's about Manny, isn't it?
Maybe.
Well, I don't need to apologize to Manny though. But, so when you get in a slump like I am, everything you look at the negative side, which you shouldn't do. But until I get one right, that's what happens. Like last night, I had a parlay, the Wild and the Flames. Which game was I worried about the most? The Wild.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I was worried about the most. And I should have been, because they won it finally in overtime. So I'm sitting there sweating that out, and I look over at the other game, and freaking Buffalo's ahead 4-1 in Calgary against the Flames. Now, first of all, if the Flames lose, that's okay. I can take it, but give up 6 goals. They ended up giving up 6 goals. That's what I couldn't take. So I looked around at a lot of stuff today. I kind of like the Raptors over the Nets tonight, because the Nets don't look very good and the Raptors are pretty tough. I kind of like that one. But I went ahead and went with one I think is the safest bet, maybe, kind of like maybe you did, Mike. The Avs play Seattle in Colorado. The Avalanche have not been playing real well. Seattle is coming off a tough game against the Blues. Wouldn't you think they're going to win by more than 1.5 tonight? I would think. We'll see. That's what I'm going to. They should win 3-0, 4-1. I would think.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Play like the way they did against the Blues, the Avs should have no problem covering the 1.5, because the Blues didn't play well and they won that game, and the Kraken looked atrocious. Aaron, this is one I looked at as well. I was expecting one of you to take this, so I didn't even really consider it as my best bet, but it's definitely popped out at me when you saw -1.5, -110. Did you look at this one as well, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I definitely think this is the logical play tonight in the NHL, and it makes a ton of sense. I like it. Listen, here's the deal. Somebody has cursed Papa Dude. I don't know who it is. Somebody's
cursed Justin Field.
Maybe, but
because it's Fields, Papa Dude. You got to put that S on there.
Yeah,
maybe that's why he cursed him.
Well, okay. So I've been
Justin
cursed.
Fields was on the show a couple days ago. On this, was it this show?
At the
Yeah,
moment.
this show, yeah, S and all. He was
Okay.
there.
Okay. So what do I do?
I wore the Danhausen shirt today.
Oh, okay.
Because Danhausen can curse and take away the curses. So Danhausen has taken away the Papa Dude curse.
Please,
Tonight.
Danhausen. What's his
Yes.
name? Danhausen. Please
Danhausen.
get me out of this.
He's taking it away. He can
Okay.
do this, and he can also take it away. He's taking it away. The Avalanche will win tonight. They'll win 5-2, Danhausen said.
Okay.
5-2. Papa Dude, the curse is over.
Listen, are you coming to that birthday party tonight?
I am.
Bring that shirt.
Okay.
Tell me you're wearing this tomorrow, Papa Dude.
Yes, I am. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Bring that shirt, and I will wear it every day until I lose again. Okay.
I like it. All right.
Is this like you're not going to wear Oklahoma stuff until they win, and then you wear Oklahoma stuff the next day?
Exactly.
Okay, just checking.
I brought my Oklahoma stuff back out. Yes.
All right, Aaron, let's head to the last best bet of the day here. You're going with this all Florida matchup. It's going to be a good one. They're going to play in Miami here. The Panthers taking on the Lightning tonight. -110 on both sides. You're going with the Panthers. Tell us why.
Yeah, listen, I was very confident in both the parlays that came in on Wednesday and Thursday. This one I'm actually not as confident in. Yes, it is Manny's birthday that we're going to, but I'm not as confident in because I just think this is going to be a really good game. Lightning Panthers, this has turned into a great rivalry, actually. Panthers are very good, starting the year 3-1. Looked like we all kind of thought they would look, right? Explosive, big plays. Bobrovsky looks pretty good in the net, actually, for the Panthers. They've been good. They were part of the parlay on Wednesday, so that was exciting to get them home. The Lightning have struggled. They're 1-3. They're not getting goaltending right now, man. They don't look very good. Valesky, here's the worry. They're not a 1-3 team. Valesky will bounce out of it. But the good news is they've kind of priced this in Vegas like it's just a toss-up matchup. And so, you're getting a good enough price to take the Panthers tonight. The Lightning have definitely been a thorn in their side. But I think the Panthers, they made some offseason moves, and the big reason why, to beat the Lightning, to get ahead of the Lightning, and to get on top of the division. So I think it starts tonight. I think the Panthers win this game. I like the price. I thought about messing around with the parlay. I said, no, just take the Panthers. I think they're the bet tonight. I think they get it done.
What jumped out at me here in this game is the total is 6.5, juiced to the over, -135 going over 6.5 goals. I don't remember a Lightning total with Vasilevsky in net that high. I mean, this is back-to-back Vezina winner, I believe it is. Just wild that you're seeing that high of a total for a Lightning game. It shows the respect that Vegas has for this Panthers offense, which was dynamic last year with Huberdeau and should be even more dynamic this year with Tkachuk. Papa, did you look at this Panthers Lightning game at all? Or are you just going to watch this one?
Oh, I did. I looked at it and I almost made it a Avalanche Panthers parlay. That's what I do, but I can't get one right. Why the hell would I try to get two? So that's kind of, but yes, I think this will be these two teams are always fun to watch. Tampa could be going down. They've been at the top for 3 years now, maybe 4. It's been 4. They got beat in the first round that one year and they had the best record in the league.
Yeah.
So they had 4 straight years. Hockey teams don't stay on top that long. They feel they can be good, but they're not at the upper echelon like this. I thought they gave everything they had last year to get as far as they did. They could be starting to fall a little bit. I think that is entirely possible. So I like the Panthers a lot in this game tonight.
Yeah, it's tough in the salary cap era to stay on top for 4 years straight. And that's that you're starting to see some of the third and fourth line of road a little bit for Tampa. And that's where you're really seeing some of that weakness in the fallout. I love this week. We've now got basketball going. We got hockey going. We haven't even talked about the 2 college football games tonight. So real quick, Aaron, did you like either of the games tonight? I thought the Conference USA game's a little bit interesting.
Oh, man, I think these are going to be 2 really good games tonight. I almost went with both of them. I really like UAB tonight. I think they're going to go into Western Kentucky and give them a really good game. They're plus money, +1.5. So, you probably play them on the money line and get a little bit better price. And as I say that, I see Kevin B likes UAB too. So, we'll see. Hopefully that comes out. I really like them. I think it'll be a good game. Tulsa, they go into Temple tonight. Tulsa's a 13-point favorite. Temple is not good, but Tulsa's really not either. So that one I wasn't as interested in, but I almost took UAB in that game at Western Kentucky tonight.
A little interested in Tulsa if they get ahead to play them in game to continue to extend the lead. My main worry there is they're playing on the road, but I feel like if they get up, they're going to take the crowd out of it and should be able to extend the lead. Not going to play anything pregame there. I agree on the UAB side. This is one of those teams that's top 50 both offensively and defensively, facing a team that, Western Kentucky put up points, but Papa, dude, they're just not as good on defense here as Tulsa or as UAB. Did you play look at playing either of these games tonight?
We follow Tulsa a little bit because of the proximity, and they're in Oklahoma. They are awful on the road. They are just awful. So I'm with you. You better play the end game on that, because if they do get ahead, I think they go ahead and beat Temple, because Temple's just not any good. But they have a tendency to not play very well on the road. Was it Navy? I think it was. It just steamrolled them a couple of weeks ago on the road. So I almost took Temple in that, but you can't trust Temple. The UAB Western Kentucky game, that could be a shootout. But Western Kentucky is not as good as they have been. So I like UAB a lot. But that'll be a really good game to watch, I think. I think that's a good one. So.
It's fun having football on Wednesdays, on Thursdays, on Fridays, having good basketball games, good NHL games. Yep. I was able to go to Keeneland the last 2 days for best bet, so it's nice right now. Great time to be betting and playing every single day. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you like the show, and make sure you subscribe to make sure you check out all the Breeders' Cup and additional sports betting content we got coming out at you from this channel. Let's take a look at the best bets for the day. Papa Dude taking the Avalanche, laying the goal and a half, getting -110. Aaron with the Panthers going -110. I'm going to play a Grizzly and Pelicans moneyline parlay -110. 5-2 for the week, up $339, up $1,216 on the year now off a $100 base bet. Hopefully we can keep this rolling and stay hot this week. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Good luck today with all your bets.